Hello and welcome to our Introduction to Research Writing class. When you log in, you should come here to the start page for this week. After this week, it will open to announcements. When you're here, read quickly through the course welcome. This course overview is contained in this area, and then you'll click on the Getting Started module. Now, one thing I want you to notice about the new Blackboard is that things that are links are not necessarily underlined. However, they are bolded. So when you see a bolded heading, especially when it has multiple papers out beside it or a folder out beside it, that's an indicator that that will open up and give you more information. So if you click here on the Getting Started folder, it should tell you everything that you need to know to complete your Getting Started module. This is just a little bit of a welcome. Then you have the instructor welcome. When I attach things, they're generally attached as a PDF file because the only software that requires to read it is your Adobe Acrobat Reader, which is free and can be downloaded from adobe.com if you don't have it. So the URL for that would be www.adobe.com. The next thing you need to do in here is your introductions, and to do the introductions you would click to launch. And here's the problem. I've got your instructions, you read all of the instructions, and then you have to go back up here and find this tiny little click to launch. Now in the heading it actually says click here to download the file if it does not open, and that generally works. However, if the file happens to be something outside of Blackboard, it sometimes doesn't work. So I always recommend that you use this click to launch even though it is fairly small. So if you click on the click to launch, it will take you to our forum for introductions, and you can see there's not a thing there, but if you click here on create thread, it gives you a place to type in your subject and also your message. So once you've typed in your subject, and put your introduction down here in the body, and I'm not going to type my whole introduction, but you get the idea. Once you've put whatever you're putting in the body, you can go down and hit the submit. Now it's important that you hit the submit button and not the save draft. If you're working on it and you're halfway finished and you want to come back and complete that, then you can click on save draft. But if you click on save draft, I can't see it or grade it until you come back, open it back up, and hit the submit button. Once you hit the submit button, you'll be able to see your introduction there. Now this up here is what we call breadcrumbs. Unfortunately, many times they don't take you back. They take you back one page at a time, but when you're in the discussion board or the journal, they may not take you back to where you need to be. So I find the easiest way to get back to where you want to be is over here in the course menu. And if you'll click right here on your Getting Started or Start Here module again, it takes you back to that first page you were at. You can click on the Getting Started once more and complete the rest of your activities, which is a syllabus quiz. Now, the syllabus quiz is as much to make sure that your internet connection that you've chosen to use for this course is fast enough to allow you to do your quizzing as anything else. But it does count for a few points, so I recommend that you do take the time to take that. Now this should open in a new window, so when you click to launch there, it's going to put it in a new window, and when you finish, you'll be able to close out of that window just by clicking on the X up at the corner like you always do to close out of a window, and it'll take you right back to where you were at in Blackboard. Once you've completed all of the things in the Getting Started folder, if you'll click here on Assignments, that's where the rest of your modules for the rest of the semester will be located, is under the Assignment tab. While we're here, by the way, there really isn't anything else in your